Alright, hello everyone, this is Y.Fukami from Fukami Training Grounds. Today, as usual, I'd like to talk about a work process video. So let's get right into it. What I'm doing here is a task called Hitsuyose, necessity work. Many of you might already know about this, but as you can see, it's done using bamboo, like this. I'm using this bamboo screen, moving it from the back of the pond toward the front, as you can see in this footage. I'm gradually bringing it forward like this. This process is a cycle where we gather and remove most of the fish from the pond. So as you keep moving the bamboo screen like this and reach the end, you start to break it down. You keep doing this, gradually forming it into a circle. And this is actually a really tough job. This is where it really gets tough. Usually this process of gathering the fish, well, we do it every year. And since we always work from the back toward the front, most of the sludge ends up accumulating here at the front. How should I put it? It's not exactly an accumulation from every single year, but somehow, bit by bit, the sludge keeps building up here at the front. So just moving this bamboo structure is quite a struggle. Even though it looks like we're just making it into a neat circle like this, it's actually really tough to do. So as you can see, I'm stepping like this, but what I'm actually doing is making sure that when we roll it up like this, we don't accidentally trap any fish. By stepping like this, I'm guiding the fish toward the center of the circle. The idea is to avoid hitting the area where we're gathering them. Now, from this rolled up state, you can see some fish, but because there's so much sludge, we're going to have to rescue these fish. So like this, we fill a bucket with water. Well, considering the time of year, you know. Since the water temperature is low at this time of year, we quickly put them into the bucket. Then, just as they are, we take them over, for example, to the sorting area and start the selection process. Honestly, this is really hard work. Just gathering them is tough. Well, since we drain the pond and all, it's quite a task. It takes about 3 days, I think. Yeah, that's about it. And after that's done, since there are no fish left in the pond, oh, and then we use tankol, I think. We sprinkle that in to neutralize the water quality. Neutralize, that's the word. It's like what you do with an aquarium. We use it to improve the water a bit, so we sprinkled tankol. And after sprinkling the tankol, as we always do, we use what we call a tanbo. We stir up the soil there, you know, after sprinkling the tankol. You could just leave it as is, but we make sure to really mix it in so it gets incorporated into the soil. That's the idea behind it, and that's why we use this somewhat heavy tool. We pull it along like this. But you know, what's really tough about this is, well, it's fine when you're pulling it over there, but when you get closer to the front, the sludge is heavy, so pulling this becomes really hard. But still, by applying this tankol, the water quality really changes. A somewhat murky color turns into proper green water. So it's definitely something that's effective when you do it. And when the water turns green, the fish are in their best condition. That's why I make sure to spread the tankol thoroughly and mix it in well, yes. But after that, there's still more to do, right? Yeah, we have to do it. The sludge removal. As for the sludge removal, I'm hoping to show that in a video sometime in January or February, yes. And then, this here is actually from another pond. We brought these up as part of the preparations for sorting at the market to separate them by size, big and small. So we use what's called a floating wash basin to place the fish in, and from there we sort them. We separate them into big and small ones. With this floating wash basin, it's really easy to see the size differences among the fish. Also, before we start, we let the water settle properly so it doesn't put too much stress on the fish. Then we just go ahead and sort them quickly like this. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. That's how it is. You just have to keep going like this. Yes, well, as I kept doing it like that, I was able to process more and more fish. And in the end, well, yesterday, actually, not yesterday, today. Today is December 5th, which is a market day. and I was able to ship the fish to the market, so I think that was pretty good. It wasn't easy though. like this. I think it's a kind of work you don't usually see. Yeah, but honestly, my hands get really cold, especially this time of year. At first, the hardest part is touching the water at the beginning of the day, but once you get used to it, you can just keep working the whole time. So, once we're done like this, we clean up and also take care of the kanku as well. By kanku, I mean the wooden frames I'm holding in my hands right now. Since they're made of wood, if you leave them in the water for too long, they'll rot. So it's important to pull them out as soon as you're finished. It's really important to take them out yourself right away. You know, you have to take care of your tools if you want to use them for a long time. They're limited after all. And on another day, actually, there's something called shuzo, this thing here. This is mud. And when you're doing things like suyose, it gets pretty dirty. So like this, with a deck brush like this, when you scrub it, a lot of the dirt actually comes off. If you take a look, you can see it. It's being rinsed. Young nigiga. It might be hard to tell, but the dirt really does come off quite a bit. So if there's dirt stuck on here, the ropes or cords tying the bamboo together can start to come undone, or the bamboo itself can begin to rot. That's why, as part of proper maintenance, I make sure to clean it like this regularly and thoroughly. Honestly, making bamboo sumo rings, there really aren't many people who can do it anymore. There used to be quite a few people who could, but these days it's rare to hear about it. I think the number of people who know how or are able to do it is really limited now. Since I still don't know how myself, I'm thinking of learning how to make bamboo sumo rings this year. So yeah, this is the process of stringing up fishing line, which is something older people often do. We use this fishing line, well, you might have seen Mr. Tori post about it quite a bit in his short videos. There are a lot of birds coming into this area, especially around here, and especially with these vinyl materials. So as a countermeasure, we put up fishing line. Whenever I have a bit of free time, I regularly string it up like this. And you know, this is actually pretty tricky. It's kind of a trap. I'm working on it like this right now. Normally, if it were on the ridge, the dirt path you walk on, it would be fine. But when it's like this, going over the pond, you have to bring things like ladders and stuff, so it's pretty tough. That part is really a hassle. Yeah, especially in this video, there are a lot of places like that further in the back. It really is like that. Yeah, it's really tough. Yeah, you have to bring the step ladder over every single time. That part is honestly pretty exhausting, and then you have to do this properly, making sure to space things out evenly so that birds can't get in. Otherwise, the goldfish will get eaten in no time at all. For us producers, if the goldfish get eaten, our sales go down, and so do our profits. So, you know, this is the most important thing. Of course, measures against disease are important too. But honestly, this is really the most important thing. It's not exactly a management improvement strategy or anything like that. Yeah, so it looks like this. Even in the back, it's the same. Bit by bit, taking my time, just like this. The fishing line? Yes, the fishing line. I'm putting it up. Lately, whenever I have free time, I'm always working with the fishing line. Yeah, not forever, but endlessly. I'm doing it. You know, with this, if I can increase the amount I can put out first, like in bunches, that's really all that matters. And well, even though it's cold right now, I'm going to work on the vinyl stuff over here. There's some residue building up here, so I'm going to wash the vinyl materials a bit. Man, this is something else. Cleaning this vinyl is actually pretty tough. The reason is, if you look at the spot I'm washing right now, I want you to pay attention to the hose nearby. Honestly, it was like a geyser the whole time. The hole in the hose had gotten pretty big, so water was shooting out with a lot of force. Even just washing like this, I kept getting wetter and wetter. Water kept splashing onto me. Seriously. Honestly, this jumper, well, you see it on TV now, but really it got perfect soak, just as I thought it would. Alright, take a look, this right here, it was seriously freezing cold. Yeah, so that's why. Well, we also regularly replace the hose we use to wash this book. At first we started with the longest one, and now we're using a medium length one, and there's also one more, a shorter, smaller hose. I think it's about time to switch to the shorter one too. This one comes off easily after all. Just like this, that's about it. So, well, there are 3 types of courses, and I was a bit troubled by that, but I managed to get through the breath washing part safely, since there was no other way to do it, so I'm glad about that. Yeah. And finally, it's time for the night station cleaning. So, well, we suddenly had to bring the fish over to this pond here. It's a concrete pond with about a 45-degree angle, and at Y.Fukami Ceramics, this is the largest enemy pond. And since there was already water in it, we just lightly washed it out like this. We made sure to wash it thoroughly, and then 2 or 3 days ago we were able to put the fish in. Also, you'll probably see this on our Fukami Farms Instagram account video, so please check it out. So that's how it went. Just another day in early December, and somehow I managed to get all the work done. If you don't mind, I'd be really happy if you could subscribe to the channel and give it a like. That's all for today.